Welcome back. It's time for a terrific Tuesday here at the World Pickleball League. The Dilli Dillwale is at number 5 on the points table. Have a chance to go to number 3 if all goes their way. But the Bengaluru Jawans looking to forget about what happened last night and come back to winning ways. It's time now for us to welcome the two teams here at the CCI.
Let's welcome the coach, Oliver Strecker. And let's welcome the team players, Jack Foster, Katerina Stewart, Tran Hyun McLean, Marcelo Jardim, Alejandra Bavaria, Felix Brunet, Mauro Garcia, and Rushali Thakre. And let's welcome the next team joining us for this tie, Dilli Dillwale. Please welcome the coach, Coco Lococo. And the players, Alexa Shull, Eduardo Irizarry, Willie Chung, Lauren Mercado, Leander Lazaro, Kenta Miyoshi, Aiko Yoshikomi, and Ishal Kani.
And here we go. And look at these lineups for both teams. We're going to kick off with Jack Foster up against Eduardo Irizarry. What a way to set the tone for this tie.
In fact, Gordon, can Dilli Dillwale add some chili to their whole thing? This is the first contest coming up. Manish, Jack Foster, a strong lad, but Eduardo Irizarry is a very, very spicy character. He can mix up things and make it difficult for their opponent.
Well, Jack Foster did show a fair bit of chutzpah. Time for the toss now.
Eduardo,
Let's go to Mark Taylor.
Jack, best of luck. All right, Eduardo, you've got the call. We've got all India or flats. All India. It is flat. Jack, you've won the serve. You want to serve? Eduardo, which end? Okay. Best of luck, gentlemen. 1 minute.
Jack Foster and Irizarry. It is Bengaluru versus Delhi. I'm hoping to see a shot of Atlee and Priya, the owners of the Bengaluru Jawans, smiling today. A heartbreak for them yesterday, but today is a new
Eduardo,
day.
you ready?
We'll Tuesday bring a little bit more
Jack,
luck.
ready?
Here we go
Best
then.
of luck, gentlemen.
The first match
Time
or the
in.
first tie.
0-0.
Bengaluru versus Delhi.
Remember, Manish, what Pickleball does to you. Atlee and Priya mentioned in their social media that, of course, SRK has KKR, but when they got this team, they thought it would be fun.
1-0.
But every 7.5 minutes is a big, big moment for them. They're extremely tensed up.
Well, in fact, Atlee is truly inspired by Shah Rukh Khan and his role at KKR as well. So he wants to be the kind of owner that Shah Rukh Khan is for the Kolkata Knight Riders, which is such a great template to follow. Oh, yes, that's what you call seizing the initiative.
That was a beautiful point by Irizarry. He floated that return
0-2.
and then just finished off at the net perfectly.
Has it gone out?
Side out.
Well left by Foster.
Yeah,
really good eye. He's got a hawk eye, just like the technology we've got in the background.
2-0.
Just a quick reminder to all our new viewers, in case you've just joined us, these are time-bound contests.
Side out.
Take a look at that ticker in the bottom left of your screen. It's a 15-minute contest. And so players know
0-2.
what they need to do, the amount of time they have, and you can only score points when you're serving. If you're not serving, you can seize the opportunity to serve by winning the point. So we'll try and keep reminding you of these basic fundamentals, these innovations of the World Pickleball League as we go along.
That was called in.
Timed out 15 minutes and only 10 seconds between points. That's the rule, and Chief Referee Mark Taylor is very, very clear about it.
Point.
And that's a beautiful shot. Watch this on the replay. It's a beautiful forehand cross court here from Foster. Watch this. Beautiful.
Point.
What's happening here is Irizarry's approach is seeming a little bit predictable. What he's doing is he's returning serve
4-0.
and he's using that as an approach shot to come at the net like that. Now that's becoming predictable, and therefore I think Jack Foster's sort of ready for that passing shot.
Gordon, in fact, how difficult is it for any player? Because what happens is you are set for the first 4-5 points in your mind, but you need to dynamically change immediately if something's not happening. But that works for him sometimes.
Side out.
Well, I think the theory here for Irizarry is he wants to get to that
0-5.
net as soon as he can so he can make the points shorter. So he may not be feeling well, but he also knows he doesn't want to get in a ground stroke battle with Foster from the back of the court.
1-5.
It's so important for players to hit the ground running since time is of essence here. Irizarry on that occasion stayed back and that landed
out.
just long. Jack Foster helping Mark Taylor with that call.
And Jack Foster has been very, very clear on that. Whenever he's playing, he's an exciting player, animated all the
5-1.
time, and very strong on the forehand. Oh, look at that serve.
Important factor here is that sun is right in Irizarry's eyes, so that's not helpful, but he will
Point.
finish at the better end of the court.
But Gordon, Coach Coco, has he taken a calculated risk today
6-1.
by getting in Eduardo Irizarry, even though he's just recovered from a bout?
Point.
Well, Coach Coco, she's an amazing coach. Watch this on the replay.
7-1.
Just beautiful ground strokes from Foster. Yeah, Coach Coco, she has
Point.
complete confidence in every single member of her team. And if Eduardo wasn't up to it, she wouldn't put him out there.
Also,
8-1.
Willie Chung is the only option that they have, but probably they didn't want to kind of blood him in front of Jack Foster.
Point.
And the thing is, I don't think we've seen the best of Willie Chung yet. So
9-1.
he's one of Asia's most exciting players, and if he can hit form, look out.
Well, I think
Side
if
out.
this man can get his volleying right, Irizarry, Jack Foster can have a bit of trouble. Although at this stage, Foster leads by 8.
1-9.
And keep an eye on the time. About 11 minutes left, so there's a fair bit of time, more than enough time. You got to just keep
Point.
at it, keep nibbling away, point by point, rally by rally. 9-2 it is now for Foster.
And of course,
2-9.
will Coach Coco play the pickle play card?
That's interesting because the fact here remains that it's extremely
crowd.
difficult in
You've gotta-
pickleball to kind of
please, crowd,
continue
can
to
you wait
stop
until
your
we
opponent
serve?
from continuously winning points. And here is Mark Taylor. I
3-9.
think he's cautioning the Delhi dugout to maintain the decibel levels while they're celebrating. Oh, sorry,
Point.
but no sorry.
That's
Fortuitous.
right, Pankaj.
Well, fortuitous, lucky there, but Irizarry will take it. He's anyway struggling to find his momentum. On pickle play,
4-9.
I mean, which is the innovation, I suppose coaches might want to wait for the match to reach the halfway mark, which is 7.5 minutes, and maybe
Side out.
exercise that option. At that stage, allow your first choice player to spend enough time on court to see if he or she can find that rhythm. It would be unfair for Irizarry for him to go
9-4.
off court and for someone else to come in. I think they'll want to wait a little bit before they press that panic button.
And you only have to look at the scoreboard, Manish, to realise that Irizarry he's closed that gap a little,
10-4.
so the panic button hasn't been pressed yet by the Delhi team.
Good serve by Jack
Point.
Foster right on the center line. And that just makes it very difficult for Irizarry because he has to adapt quickly.
11-4.
And also has to keep in mind that he needs to win his serve back.
Seems to be in a bit of a hurry, Irizarry, and that's what's causing him so much discomfort and trouble. Why this temptation to come at the net towards the kitchen? On that white shot, you can see that red
4-4.
area, which is called the kitchen. You can't step into it, and therefore, oh yes, another passing
Side
shot.
out.
Did that work? No, it didn't. Landed just long.
Look just wide.
4-12.
Mustn't have missed by much. Down the line.
I
Right.
think Irizarry heard us, Gordon. He's staying on the baseline.
Point.
Great net position by Foster, but just unable to finish that point off. And you can see the sweat
5-12.
dripping off the boys from up here in the commentary box. It's intense. It's 15 minutes of intense men's singles action.
Oh, it just flies out, and it's, as you mentioned,
Side out.
Gordon, it's very difficult because normally you have a milestone to reach. You have an 11-point or a 21-point kind of a game where you know you're going to reach there. But
12-5.
here, 15 minutes, you got to keep on playing. You got to keep on scoring.
And in conventional pickleball, you have the opportunity to call a timeout.
Point.
Whereas these boys, they've got no timeouts. It's intense.
Barring that one little pause in play at 7.5 minutes, so that can
13-5.
be used tactically as well by coaches, by players, catch their breath, recalibrate their tactics as well. And I think the one thing that as a pickleball viewer, the one thing I think Irizarry needs to change is not be too keen to come at the net. Just stay back, trust your baseline play, and see what Foster does.
14-5.
Foster about to bring it in, and he's got that powerful serve as well. And then powerful ground strokes as to top it off. What a sensational shot down the line.
15-5.
Jack Foster just ripping through. Look at that. And Irizarry trying to cover the entire court, Manish, but he's not really able to. His footwork is not really that great today in this first 8 or 10 minutes.
16-5.
And it looks like we're just going to have, this will be the last rally before we change ends.
Point.
And it's good.
Stop the clock. 1 minute, changeover.
A minute is what Irizarry has. Another passing shot to the right of Irizarry, and at this stage, though, it's looking like it's a one-way cruise for Jack Foster for the Bengaluru Jawans. That'll make Atlee and Priya really happy, the owners of the Bengaluru Jawans. We'll take a little break, back in just a bit.
In and out. I keep... Yeah. They keep dropping in and out, and I was told that they couldn't hit it.
Welcome back. Jack Foster on a roll. Irizarry is struggling to find his rhythm. Tactically, he needs to change things very quickly. Not enough time left, just 7:20 on the clock. Good to see some kids here from the Akanksha school in Mahalakshmi who've turned up here. They got a bit of a hit as well. A pickleball session today with the pros earlier today here at the CCI. So good to see the young kids here as well. What does Irizarry have in mind now? That is more like it. That's what he needs more of. The Dilli Dillwalas need to become the Dilli Thrillwalas if they have to see any success here in match 1 of Taiwan on this Tuesday evening.
5-17.
Yes, the Mumbai Primary School came to a session this morning. They were great kids. We could have a future champion on our hands.
Absolutely,
out of that group.
But then Jack Foster returns every inch of space. In fact, recovers every inch of space, because what Irizarry did in the first rally, exactly what Jack Foster returned there. And once again, is it out? Ooh. And the way Jack Foster whips it, Gordon, it seems, you know, it just lands, and he gets those angles very, very accurately.
He's covering the court really well tonight.
Right out.
He's following the right shot in, and he's making it so hard for Irizarry.
Foster, a relatively taller player as well, has a much wider wingspan and reach, and therefore passing shots against him may not be an option that'll work all the time.
And also in pickleball, when you hit the ball hard, the ball is hollow and perforated. It actually doesn't really travel that fast. So assuming that will go past Foster, it may not necessarily work. And in pickleball, yes, they're smiling there. They're enjoying every moment in the hot sun. That's the way.
And Foster's got a point to prove tonight. Remember, he had a tough match last night against William Sobek, which he went down in. So he's got a real point to prove tonight. He wants to win.
Right, Pankaj and Gordon, guys, you've been a part of the action since day one. According to you guys, the best player at the league thus far?
Point.
Wow, I don't think you can. I don't think you can just limit it down to one person. You know, I think there's been key players for each team,
19-5.
but to limit it down to just one person, I certainly couldn't do it only halfway through this World Pickleball League.
Yeah. So probably Jack Foster, Vanchik Kapadia, Marcio Garcia, and maybe Freeman, for that matter. So all of them kind of doing pretty well. And yes, he's learning the nuances of the game. He's enjoying there.
25.
But the fact remains here that in pickleball, Manish, suddenly it's like a free fall. The scores, the points just go off you. And sometimes you get stuck in a rally. The points really don't move. That's the beauty.
21-5 with less than 5 minutes left. So there is still a fair bit of time. It's still not over.
21-5.
But he's got to go for it now. It's got to start happening now. No other time. Oh, great shot. Terrific shot. That is a lovely, lovely lob. But then that response. Wow.
What an incredible shot from the baseline from Irizarry.
5-21.
Just the consistency. Now look at that. Look at Jack Foster. And then the return was absolutely stunning. And there it is. Coco gets the pickle play. Yes, we just spoke about that. And the pickle play comes into the picture. The buzzer, yes.
And here is the pickle play. So the pickle play is where Kenta Miyoshi's just come on for the Delhi team. He'll have 5 rallies to try and make an impact on this match.
Point.
I do sense a certain urgency in Irizarry's body language.
22-5.
Staying far back to face the Foster serve and then covers a fair bit of distance as well.
Right
Just
out.
not enough power in that shot from Foster for it to go over the net. 22-5 it is with 4 minutes left on the clock.
5-22.
So Kenta Miyoshi, he's Japan's #1 player.
And this time,
Side out.
he probably didn't get the bounce right. But Kenta Miyoshi, Manish, we saw him a couple of months back at the World Series here at CCI, and he was relentless. He was a tenacious player.
22-5.
He hasn't really been able to carry his form in this league.
That one
Point.
goes wide for Kenta Miyoshi.
And you know what happens in pickleball is if your pickle play also goes wrong,
23-5.
it's like a double whammy.
Nice chip shot from Miyoshi, but beautiful
Point.
play from Jack
the clock.
Foster. He can't put a foot wrong right
The end
now.
of the pickle
He's
play.
just on fire. Sensational
3 minutes,
play
20
from Jack
remaining.
Foster.
That's why we call him Captain America,
back
Jack
in.
Foster.
24-5.
So that was the end of the pickle play. It's goodbye to Kenta Miyoshi and hello,
Side out.
Eduardo Irizarry. What can he do here?
3 minutes and a
5-24.
bit more left on the clock. I'm loving the trajectory of Foster's shots, especially when he serves. And there as well, once again, great control, forcing the error from Irizarry, who's having a hapless evening
out.
here at the CCI thus far. And I suppose it's a bit too late for him to be able to forge a comeback.
24-5.
Can he reduce the margin of this defeat? That's the big question.
I think that's got to be the key goal here. He's got to try and limit the damage,
Point.
because if it comes down to a close finish for that 4th semi-final spot come finals weekend,
25-5.
points, every match, every game can count.
Yes, you get 3 points for a victory and 2 points for a tied game.
Point.
Look, a tied response from Irizarry. That's very evident.
One of the reasons this is happening is just the flat trajectory of Jack Foster's serves. We will take a look at it
26-5.
now. Hardly a parabola there. So flat and so difficult to negotiate. And over. Oh!
That's called sorry, but no sorry.
Another net tickler from Irizarry.
That was more than a tickler. It pinched.
5-26.
It landed on top of the net, that one.
Go.
So
Point.
can Irizarry string together some consolation points here?
Well, the Bengaluru Jawans clearly had
6-26.
a long conversation after last evening, the heartbreaking loss. And clearly they have really struck back hard.
And this is a sign of a real
7-26.
champion. You know, like Jack Foster had a really tough, close defeat last night.
That was
But
close.
look at his response this evening. It's been emphatic.
There has been a lot of
8-26.
mathematics that was done last night from Bengaluru Jawans, and
Point.
it will be very difficult for Dilli Dillwale today to fight back. But the problem is Dilli does not have an
9-26.
option.
Right after this, we will see the women's doubles in action between these two. I hope he's okay. I hope the hammy's okay.
Oh, gosh, you hate seeing players go down, but he appears to be okay. And only 57 seconds to go.
26-9.
A huge margin or deficit for Irizarry, but Jack Foster won't mind. That was out.
Point.
That was out. Today it has been very inconsistent, but
Stop
it's not a
clock.
great start by Dilli Dillwale, but they cannot lose hard.
Got a challenge on
It's
the
a-
out call.
It's a very
Ball
strategic
out.
challenge
We've
taken,
got
probably
a
for a breather.
challenge. I'm not
Challenging
sure
that
if
the
it's a
ball
good
was in.
option. It looked to be clearly out to me, Pankaj. What do you think?
But I agree with Manish last night when he said you can't take the reviews back home, might as well use it, get a breather.
Yeah, but you could use this breather in another match, perhaps.
Yes,
As this
but
result looks like it's pretty clear cut.
Oliver,
Anyway.
the Bengaluru Jawans coach is not happy. He's smiling in a wry manner. He knows it's out. He knows why they've taken the... It's clearly, Hawkeye shows us, it's clearly out. So, smiles everywhere.
It's actually closer than I thought.
The ball is out. Challenge is unsuccessful. Point. Score is now 27-9. Delhi have one challenge
huge
remaining.
victory this should be for Bengaluru Jawans, and that'll sort of
42
send a few nerves
seconds
from last night when they
remaining. Time
lost
back
that close
in.
encounter
Score is
with Pune
27-9.
United.
It's always a great feeling to get that first match under your belt. But what a way to finish
out.
from Irizarry. He's battling to the end here. You've got to give him credit for that. If he can get another point.
9-27. Score is 27-9.
Last 30 seconds. And look at the replay. In fact, this is the way Irizarry should have come on the net right from the beginning. He was trying a lot, but didn't happen. But here it is, last few seconds of the match. Foster gets a very beautiful angled backhand. He should have been very good in trigonometry in school. That should be the end of it.
And that's the match. What a convincing win by Jack Foster from the Bengaluru Jawans. An incredible match, 27-10 over Eduardo Irizarry from the Dilli Dillwale.
Lovely victory there, and Bengaluru Jawans were looking for that. They've got it. Captain America, Jack Foster does it. Atlee couple very, very happy there. And for them, every 7.5 minutes is like a big, big battle.
We'll take a break. On the other side, we'll have the women's doubles action. Stay tuned to the Sony Sports Network and to Fan Code.